Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. This is terrible, man. This is absolute terrible. I don't even know where to begin, man. What's up, Nathan NBA? Welcome back to the channel. I haven't really seen you in a while. But thanks so much for joining me, man. How you doing? Yeah. You know, the saddest part about it is I was sitting there watching E3 last night, and I ain't even paying attention to Monday Night Raw, man. Man, that's the glorified of DVR, man. You can go back or Hulu, you can go back and watch the show, completely with no commercials. Just skip through it and watch it and give your opinion on it. That's what I did. I watched E3 last night. Oh my God, I hope. Oh, I well, prayers go out to you, Nathan NBA. Hope you're doing fine. I was wondering why you haven't been in my past streams, and it's very unfortunate. I hope prayers go out to you, and hope your family and you are doing very well. I'm sorry to hear that. But I was watching E3 last night. I really didn't watch Raw. I watched it on DVR, and I was just sitting here laughing for the past. Yeah, no problem, man. I always see positive actions on this channel, man. Prayers go out to you. Um, you know, I was just laughing, when I was just sitting here watching the show. I don't even know, like, what are they doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm not excited for Money in the Bank. I'm not. I'm going to watch because the SmackDown side is looking very good, and Monday Night Raw is looking terrible and trash and garbage. That's all it was. I can end it right there, and go on my business. But I do full reviews for you guys. I would sit here, watch this show, and you know what I'm saying. I just do reviews for you guys. Um, in my opinion, Money in the Bank 2010 is the worst Money in the Bank in WWE history. Worst pay per view ever. But this show could get close to that. I guarantee it could. 2010 was the worst one I've seen. 2011 I can sit through. 2012 was good. 2013 was very good. 2014, one of my favorite Money in the Bank matches of all time. 2015, you can sit through it. 2016 was and last year it was decent. I enjoyed last year's one, but this year I don't know if I can sit through the show. I don't know. Me neither. I'm not excited for my new two sided Money in the Bank, man. I really not neither. Um, to put it in, shout out to Big Boy Johnny for this, man. This show had horrendous segments and two fatal four-way matches that sold the show, and a Ronda Rousey and Nia Jax segment. That's it. Everything else was god awful. Um, oh, and the Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre thing was good. That was good. That was good. Everything else trash. That's all it was. It was about four segments, and report came out that 4,000 people were in the arena in Little Rock. 4,000 out of a 15,000 seat arena. 4,000 people showed up. 4,000. If that doesn't tell you how bad this show is, I don't know what is. I don't know what it is. 4,000 people out of a 15,000 seat arena? You get 4,000 people in the arena. You have to cover half of the seats in the arena because nobody came to the show. It wasn't even full. Nobody came. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. That's sad, WWE. That's sad. I don't know what's worse. People not coming or the show itself. That's terrible. I don't even know what to say, man. I called it. I said the show's gonna be terrible. Glorified house show for 3 hours. That's all it was. It didn't get me excited for none of the matches on the Money in the Bank card. It did nothing for me. I'm less excited than I was 2 weeks ago. Did nothing for me at all. No,
What did I do?
those two ruined it for me.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you can't play my thing for about an hour and a half.
But I didn't do anything that was done.
I don't care.
So why you punishing me? I
Nobody's
did you nothing.
nobody using my stuff.
But I ain't even do you nothing.
I don't care.
Why?
Go ask them why.
Why? Girl,
Go
I ain't even do nothing.
go ask them why.
Cause what you ain't even do nothing.
I go ask them why.
But why you punishing me when they the one that did something to you?
You're not.
Why can't you let them use it?
Nobody's playing my controller for about an hour and a half.
Why?
Go ask them. They know why.
Man, you stupid.
Now back to my review. um, but yeah, it was a complete waste of time. I'm not excited like I was 2 weeks ago, man. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Don't get me. Oh, it's a down period for WWE. It's E3 weekend. They're not trying. This is supposed to be one of the big five pay-per-views of the year. The five biggest pay-per-views of the year: Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Money in the Bank, Survivor Series. Wait, I'm missing one. And Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, WrestleMania. Wait, Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank one of them. I know I'm missing one, but you guys can tell me in the comments down below. But I know this is supposed to be one of the big five pay-per-views of the year, and they give me trash. Trash. And SummerSlam. Okay, I forgot the big five. But be big five in SummerSlam, and this has been terrible build. How come you're not trying for one of the biggest pay-per-views, one of my favorite pay-per-views of the year? It's Money in the Bank with the Royal Rumble. That's my favorite pay-per-views of the calendar year. Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble, and you can say WrestleMania. I love WrestleMania as well. That's my top two pay-per-views of the year. You know what I'm saying? I think WWE doesn't do a good job at Survivor Series. They give a decent Survivor Series, but they don't do a good job at Survivor Series. I think Survivor Series is done better with YouTubers, such as Delzinski and Universe. When people do Survivor Series better than WWE does it, but Survivor Series is getting up there as well. You know what I'm saying? I have plans to make Survivor Series one of my favorite shows of the entire year. You know what I'm saying? You know, but yeah, that's basically it. Monday Night Raw was terrible. I didn't expect a good show going in, and they didn't perform. You know what I'm saying? It's sad I had to DVR. I had to rewatch this show, and didn't even watch it live like most people. People watch E3. I watched E3, man. I'll give my thoughts on E3 2018 when it's completely wrapped up. I think this is the last day of E3. We just had Nintendo's press conference. I watched that. Get my thoughts on the entire games that were announced, and and I'll give you guys who I think was the best press conference for E3. I know Sony did well. Um, I mean Microsoft did well as well. I really enjoyed my Microsoft one. And Bethesda, yeah, they killed it. And Square Phoenix, but I have a little issues with Square Phoenix one. We'll go over that. But I'll give my thoughts on the full E3 press conference in a separate video. I'll be either up today or tomorrow for sure with SmackDown live review. But look forward to that one. But yeah, that's it. Um, Kick things off in one of the most terrible ways ever. Money in the Bank entrance arguing ladders. It was four of the women from Raw and four of the women from SmackDown. I'm sorry, four of the women from Raw and four of the men from SmackDown on the Raw side of the Money in the Bank or their Money in the Bank ladders, respectively, sitting on ladders. And the thing is, didn't we see this last year in 2017 with the SmackDown Live crew? I believe it was the SmackDown Live men in one of the best segments of that go home show, sitting on the ladders. It was better last year than it was this year. Monday Night Raw, they forced it. It was generic. It was garbage. This did nothing for me at all. The only thing that came out of this segment was seeing Baron Corbin's new look. He has a new shaded look. That's it. That was the only thing that did for the segment. Everything else was terrible. Terrible. It made no sense. Strowman, Bliss, and other Raw Money in the Bank ladder match combined stood on ladders, just like last year. Just like WWE, we have the same thing over and over again. You can't give us anything, nothing else entertaining to build to win Money in the Bank. Nothing else. The same thing from last year. Garbage. Angle was spending stakes at about Corbin emerged in the route and he told the Roger manager he was present to make sure Raw runs smoothly. Baron Corbin, you're not the 2017 Corbin who was in the Money in the Bank ladder match, who had a legit role on SmackDown until they ruined you. And now look at you now. In a business suit with a new haircut, have nothing on Monday Night Raw. It's sad. He needs to go back to he needs to go back down to NXT. I think Corbin will be better in NXT. Him on Raw, I don't care. I don't. He told Roger the manager he was present to make sure Raw runs smoothly. Bliss, Moon, and Banks bigger. Owens climbed in as well, sniping at Bobby Roode. The best thing about it was Kevin Owens. He didn't sound forced. Everybody else sound forced and scripted. That's it. Corbin's new hairstyle and Kevin Owens. That's it. That's what made the segment. Everything else is terrible. Didn't care. Notable quotes was Corbin's by the new look, obviously. We don't want to disappoint Stephanie, do we, from Baron Corbin. He also, and Strowman said, I'm taking that briefcase and I'm cashing in on Brock Lesnar. That's what Braun Strowman said. How you doing, SJ? I missed you, man. You haven't been in my streams lately, man. How you doing, man? Welcome back. I seen your Fortnite tips. I took them in consideration because I'm not very good at Fortnite, but I enjoyed that video. I'm sorry I didn't comment. I was busy when I was watching that video, so I didn't comment. But I did like the video, and I just seen your sniper clip as well. So I'm about to go back and like that as well. But I'm just talking about how bad Raw was. Didn't get me excited at all. You know, I DVR'd it and just finished watching it and took notes. That's it. I didn't watch it live. You know what I was doing last night? I was watching E3. I was looking at Last of Us Part 2. That, while Braun Strowman was talking on a ladder. That's sad. You know what I'm saying? I love Braun Strowman as well. He's one of my favorites on Monday Night Raw. That's sad. That's how bad the show was. But that segment didn't do nothing. Again, another Fatal 4-Way. How many Fatal 4-Ways we're gonna get on Monday Night Raw, man? Again, it's generic. But this made the show. Even though the women lied on the floor for half of the match, we get the same Fatal 4-Way match every time we see a Fatal 4-Way match. It's nothing, never nothing creative. Um, this was the best. This is one of the best matches of the night. Natalya wins via submission, and I'm very excited for Money in the Bank for this one. Yeah, it was terrible. And can I tell you, heard that there were only 4,000 people in the arena. There's 4,000 out of 15,000 people that could sit in the arena. There were 4,000 people in the arena. The crowd was dead. They had 4,000 people in there. That goes to show you how bad Monday Night Raw is. If you can't even fill an entire arena with people, it's sad. But can I say I have a lot of free time. I was going back and rewatching my Universal stuff, man. Shows like this makes me want to create universe mode and make my shows better than Monday Night Raw will ever be. Which is sad that people a video game doing their own thing is better than the current product. I can sit here and watch anybody universe mode and be more entertained what they're doing than WWE is doing in real life, which is sad. That's sad. You know what I'm saying? You can do it better. You can do a better job than WWE is doing. They're lazy. They're doing nothing. You can do a better job than what they're doing. I guarantee it. Anybody could create a universe mode and I'll watch it and be more entertained than what we're seeing on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, sad. Um, all right, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'll just continue reviewing the show. You know, and get my schedule for the rest of the week because I got some big news coming this week. So stay tuned for that. By the time you come back, I should be done with the show. So yeah. Then we had Breezango and versus Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. I didn't really care about the match. I cared about the ending, which was the Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre promo. The zigzag slash cable combo proved too much for Fandango, leading to the 3 count. After the match, Ziggler called the team a recent loss a fluke. The heels marveled about their hard work. Here's some here's some things that one quote I want to talk about is we're here literally to save this division by taking every team out. McIntyre just hinted that this Raw division is god awful. That's what he just said. He said it was terrible. Like that one statement said that this Raw division is terrible, which is sad. Sad. Also, he caught Breeze in midair and slams him to the mat, and that was very very brutal and well. And McIntyre Ziggler, man, you should make these two tag team champions at Money in the at SummerSlam. I mean, the leader of Wolves should retain at Money in the Bank, or if you or you want to give it to the B team, you could. I really don't care who you give it to. The right move will get what should you should give it keep it on the face. I don't even know if the leader was a face or heel. I have no idea. I know B team are faces because they're the underdog story that's going around right now. But I think Axel and Dallas deserve something of note. That that's tag team champions. Give them some gold around their waist because they're too talented not to have any gold around their waist. So you should just get to the B team, have them hold it to a SummerSlam, and then you do McIntyre and Ziggler versus the B team for the Raw Tag Team Championship at SummerSlam. That's an intriguing match because number one, McIntyre and Ziggler deserve it. Number two, they are the best tag team in the Raw Tag Team division, and they deserve to have gold around their waist. I don't know. I don't know what WWE's doing with this team. They should have got the shot at Money in the Bank, but I understood why WWE didn't do it. It's simply because they didn't do it because they didn't do it because what was I going to say? Crap. I'm not trying to thought. They didn't do it because they needed a big match for SummerSlam. And McIntyre and Ziggler versus the B team, that is a money making match. And I will pay to see that. Give me the right build. Oh, yeah. I'll be highly invested in that match. Because I think Axel and Dallas are very underrated. And I think McIntyre and Ziggler are very underrated. And those two underrated teams, they're going to give you a classic. We might see the next Uso and New Day. I'm not going to go that far. But we could see something like that with those two teams heading into the fall of 2018. I can see that for sure. Then we had Roman Reigns versus Sunil Singh. We were supposed to get Reigns and Mahal, but as expected, I knew we weren't going to get it. I said that either one the Cringe brothers were going to interfere, or one of them were going to take his spot or whatever in this match. I predicted that Roman Reigns was going to lose to Mahal and beat Mahal on pay per view to say he overcame the odds. But as expected, we didn't get it. I knew WWE was not going to give that match up for free. I mean, they advertised to make you watch the show, but that made people not go to the show. 4,000 people. Come on, WWE, you got to do better than that. He promised to defeat Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank, Mahal. He backed out his fight for him with him for Monday. However, Action News had stepped in the ring aside. Reigns just pretty much handled sitting there saying he spared him for a quick win. It was like a complete waste of time. It didn't get me excited for their match at Money in the Bank. It's gonna be terrible. And Reigns actually got a reaction here. I was surprised. But then again, we're in Little Rock, Arkansas, and we're not in Chicago. So, yeah. He got a reaction because we're in Little Rock, Arkansas. This ain't Chicago. He'll get booed out of the building, and Chicago will tear this match to shreds. If I were WWE, I would do it in the middle of the show. To be honest. That's me. That's just me. And then we had the B team versus Heath Slater and Rhino. B team wins via pinfall. This was basically a match to get the B team some momentum, and it was very very well done here. This underdog story will be very very good, man. If the B team wins that Money in the Bank, and I really hope they do. I'm foresighting their B team win, man. I really am. Then probably one of the best things on the show was the Elias and Seth Rollins segment. As Rollins gets payback on Elias. Elias robbed the crowd talking about winning the Intercontinental Championship and broke into song. He promised to sing his next number with the Intercontinental Championship in his hand. That was a very very clever quote by Elias. Rollins charged out in a two-man brawl. The Architect called out his rival for retreating. He urged Elias to fight and Rollins proceeded to try to auction off Elias' guitar before stomping it into pieces. And that was the segment. Elias said, "I'm not used to performing a bunch of Arkansas hillbillies." That was funny. He also said he's the architect, but he tells us to burn it down. Make up your mind, Seth. Very, very good, man. And also, he got the guitar with the Intercontinental Championship airbrushed on it, for sure, and that Elias might become Intercontinental champion, and he had the title on his guitar as he'll play for us. Um, Probably on the Raw after Money in the Bank, which is very very intriguing. And and Rollins hit the stomp on Elias' guitar, so Rollins just basically stomped the guitar. This was a bit sillier, but it worked, and that then you would like to see with the kind of IC champ. But it was a funny moment. The surprising amount suspended, the crowd ate up. Before that, Elias delivered perhaps his best on the date. He is consistently one of the more entertaining elements of Monday Night Raw each week. He is. He's probably went. I never say a lot, and Elias segment is bad. You know what I'm saying? But everything, that's saying something because Elias is very good at what he does. Him and Rollins is one of the least hype Money in the Bank bouts, but it's going to outdo expectations. Crossing path with the red hot champ is going to lead to a senile moment for Elias, and that is very good if you're Elias, man. You're in the ring with Seth freaking Rollins, one of the best things on Monday Night Raw, and one of the best things in this company. Period. You should that should be ate up in Chicago. Then we have Bayley vs. Ruby Riott. Best at the Riot Squad Monster Run with the bad intentions. How many times am I gonna see Bayley and Ruby Riott go at it? I don't know. It's just nothing I care about. Riot wins via pinfall. When is this feud going to end? When is Bayley going to fight for the Raw Women's Championship? When is Bayley going to be in something important? Question needs to be answered. They still haven't been answered. Why should I care? That's basically how I was. Riot wins via pinfall. Who cares? Then we had the Ronda Rousey and Nia Jax face off. One of the best things on the show. Coleman hosted a conversation between Rousey and Jax. Jax talked to Rousey but pointed out that she's a newcomer in WWE. She downplayed Rousey's WrestleMania match. The former UFC star recalled the past comment before gearing up for a fight. After a brief scuffle, Rousey clapped on her armbar and Jax couldn't escape. That's what that was. They basically foreshadowed the ending of Money in the Bank because I don't see Ronda Rousey losing at all unless Natalia catches him, which we'll go over in preview predictions on Friday. Um, you know what I'm saying? And Rousey didn't sound scripted, and this is one of my favorite moments on this show. That's it. Then we have Kurt Hawkins versus No Way Jose. Only thing positive about this, No Way Jose is finally back on television. Finally. Other than that, I didn't care. After neglecting the story of Hawkins brothers for a while now, Raw is again spotlighting its biggest loser. The angle's a smart way to hand out wins to other superstars to give the show something fresh. Creativity is the key to what's ahead for Hawkins. Losing. He's a failure. And probably one of WWE's biggest blunders. And highly underrated. Highly underrated. Kurt Hawkins could easily be United States champion or Intercontinental champion. They just don't want. They just don't want to push him. WWE is saying that Hawkins is a bona fide failure. The way they're booking him. Sami Zayn of course, again, another terrible segment. I mean, Bobby Lashley is god awful. I mean, come on. They WWE competed to win Bobby Lashley. There's nothing you can do to recover. This was terrible. Nobody cared about it. About Big Boy Johnny to the fight said it best. Like, I don't know. He said, I don't know what they're doing with Bobby Lashley. Me neither. It was trash. He said opposite scope was truck tire and monkey bars. What was this? His mindset was, that what if Lashley was really in the army, he would beat him racing through it. Per the result, according to Lashley, when first Zayn attacked the Powers moments after he finished. Um, Lashley looked impressive. WWE showed off his physical gifts, but the lead up to that moment was painful. I mean, Lashley could have just said, "No, I'm not running that," and just beat up Sami Zayn like we wanted to. He was smiling, like ridiculous. Stop smiling. Terrible. The crowd was flat through much of it. The feud has been a mess for Zayn. It feels like the company is testing how well he can do with the worst scripts and angles to work with. You might can see with this stuff. Terrible. We had the tag team main event. Strowman, Balor, Owens, and Strowman and Owens and Owens, Strowman and Balor and versus Rude and Owens. Have you seen this a couple times? Different times. Yes, we have. Same thing from WWE. But it was a good tag team match, and Strowman wins. Strowman gets the pinfall for his team. So that was Monday Night Raw. Overall trash show. Nobody cared about it. And yeah, that was it. Tomorrow's SmackDown Live review. My thoughts on E3 2018. Thursday, another video for you guys. Probably a reaction or review or something. Friday, Train Talks and Universe Mode. And that's going to be the same thing throughout the weekend. Takeover Chicago, reviewing results. Takeover Chicago, preview predictions. Money in the Bank, preview predictions, and Money in the Bank review as well. So, hope you guys are intrigued by what's coming to the channel. But I really got nothing to say, man. I'll see y'all for SmackDown Live review and my thoughts on E3 2018. And if you guys want to commentate for my SmackDown Live after Extreme Rules, I'll have that open on Saturday. So if you guys want to commentate, if I don't get anybody commentating, it will either be pre-recorded if I can or live streamed. I know Raw will not be live streamed because I cannot do that because I have to do some stuff on take care of some stuff on Friday. So, but I will try to pre-record, hopefully, SmackDown Live. Um, I'll try to live stream SmackDown Live, and not it'll be pre-recorded with main event. We'll see.
You want to talk about the toilet?
That